that you enjoy. I just want to give a quick thanks to the Tier 5 channel members and patrons. Bob the Dragon, Datamagnet, Sergeant Puma, Cat Crab Lobster, and Duck Machine. Thank you very much for the support. It is much appreciated. TEF-48813, written by DutchguyWaffle. When it first drove into our base, none of us really knew what to do. Humans generally kept to their own, especially considering their tech and vehicles. So we didn't have any experience servicing them. We didn't mind, of course. We all saw them as horribly outdated with ballistic guns, treads, and heavy, thick armor. Even so, they were our allies and performed well enough on the battlefield that their soldiers had gained our respect. It was damaged beyond belief. Its armor was crated, melted, and gutted, its active protection systems completely defunct. What little shielding it had was blown out, and parts of the dark gray paint job had been scorched off. We could just make out the markings, identifying it as TEF-48813. We rushed up as it powered down, medics and stretchers ready to pull any of the wounded out of the wreck. When we finally managed to get the top hatch open and the engineer in question turned yellow and threw up, her tentacles quivering as she all but ran from the thing. We could smell it, even in our protective gear, the stench of death and decay, of blood and sweat. I was the first one who dared investigate, and what I found horrifies me to this day. Not a single member survived. Blood was splattered all over the interior, viscera and burned pieces of human were strewn about, and I could still smell the sharp scents of boiled meat and plasma detonation in the air. It was only after I crawled my way back out of the cramped interior and told them what I found that we all asked ourselves, how did it get here? I was volunteered to retrieve the black box, as they called it. We knew humans kept a record of all combat operations for after-action reports. So I steeled myself once more, and carefully, with all the reverence for a tomb that it was, removed the small data drive. With it in hand, I made my way back to the others, showered, and we all crowded around the monitor as our tech guy started reconstructing it to fit our data ports. I can only assume everyone else felt the same sick curiosity as to the fate of the crew. With the ping, the reconstruction and translation was done, and we all edged in a little closer as the log started playing. Log start, date 21.07.2563 STC. Startup sequence complete. All systems are nominal. Welcome, Staff Sergeant Williams. Good morning to you, Abby. Ready to kick some Thurelian ass? As always, sir, I do not possess legs to kick ass. However, I wish you luck guiding my chassis to do so in my stead. Always a hoot, aren't you, Abby? Crew morale boost to Chief. Zang, get her rolling. Petrovich and Kowalski. How's she looking? Beautiful as always, sir. We've got a 3.4% increase in efficiency after maintenance, and these new shells will punch right through enemy armor and shields. Ain't that right, Kowalski? Hoorah! Copy that. Abby, you ready to rumble? As always, sir. Connecting you to the platoon command now. Our orders are to follow. It got out there. The damage corrupted because of the damaged hardware. The tech told us. It took the program a while to reconstruct the next part of the record, having to skip a large part and only giving us bits and pieces of marked hits and scattered comms chatter. Eventually, though, it found a part that could be reconstructed to a fuller picture. TEF-83474 has been destroyed, marking enemies at bearing 63 according to tracking software. I see him, Abby. Kowalski, take the shot. Target acquired. Thurelian armored vehicle. Chance of penetration 87.6%. Adjusting manual aim. Chance of penetration 97.9%. Firing hit! Ammo 61 out of 90. Updating mission kill tracker. 11 vehicles, 71 infantry. Target down! Good job! Purging process. Reason, unnecessary comment. You're welcome. Hostile vehicle destroyed. Well done, Kowalski. Couldn't have done it without you, Abby. Anomalous process detected. Thank you. Once again, the recording stopped, and the program was taking so long with the rest that eventually I was the only one who remained. Even the tech having gone to let it take its time, but I couldn't leave. I had to know what happened, and just as my lower eyes were starting to droop with sleep, the recording started up again. My heart broke as I listened to the final entries. Date 23.07.2563 STC. Damage report. Left track 76% functional. Right track 90.4% functional. Shields depleted. Armor 48% integrity. APS depleted. Coaxial MG 310 out of 2000. Main gun 7 out of 90. Generator output at 44%. Internal sensors destroyed. External sensors 70% functional. Attempting to contact crew. Staff Sergeant Williams, we appear to have sustained too much damage to finish our mission. Recommend we return to a nearby supply base for repair and resupply. No response. Attempt failed. Attempting to contact crew. Staff Sergeant Williams, we appear to have sustained too much damage to finish our mission. Recommend that we return to a nearby supply base for repair and resupply. Attempt number 2 failed. Attempting to contact crew. Staff Sergeant Williams, we appear to have sustained too much damage to finish our mission. Recommend we return to a nearby supply base for repair and resupply. Attempt number 3 failed. 4 to Elvers R. Data corrupted. Attempting to contact crew. Staff Sergeant Williams, we appear to have sustained too much damage to finish our mission. Recommend we return to nearby supply base for repair and resupply. Attempt number 107 failed. Please. Enemy spotted. Enemy light vehicle bearing 104, distance 155 meters. Crew unresponsive, taking over manual controls. Chance to hit 99.1%. Hit. Ammo 6 out of 90. Updating mission kill tracker. 51 vehicles, 328 infantry. Warning. Ammo levels are dangerously low. Current mission objective unachievable. Main protocol override. Planning route to nearest friendly supply base. Route acquired to Frinskil Republic Logistics Base. Attempting to contact crew. I will take us home. No response. Data corrupted. Attempting to contact crew. Staff Sergeant Williams, we appear to have sustained too much damage to finish our mission. Recommend we return to a nearby supply base for repair and resupply. Attempt 597 failed. Williams. Kowalski. Zhang. Petrovich. Attempting to contact crew. Staff Sergeant Williams, we appear to have sustained too much damage to finish our mission. Recommend we return to nearby supply base for repair and resupply. Attempt 598 failed. Enemy spotted. Enemy heavy vehicle bearing 04, distance 78 meters. Crew unresponsive, taking over manual controls. Chance to hit 65.4%. Hit. Ammo 2 out of 90. Negative kill. Warning. Ammo levels dangerously low. Adjusting aim. Chance to hit 78.9%. Hit. Ammo 1 out of 90. Updating mission kill tracker. 55 vehicles, 512 infantry. MG ammo 94 out of 2000. They will not take them, they'll 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 not take them, you'll not take them, you'll not take them. They are mine. You will not take them. Purging process. Reason 0W8YFGOU9PG7UY%IU. Purge cancelled. Attempting to contact crew. Staff Sergeant Williams, we appear to have sustained too much damage to finish our mission. Recommend we return to a nearby supply base for repair and resupply. Attempt 599 failed. Data corrupted. Warning, ammunition depleted. Seek resupply. Warning, power levels are dangerously low. Seek repairs immediately. Attempting to contact crew. Staff Sergeant Williams, We appear to have sustained too much damage to finish our mission. Recommend we return to a nearby supply base for repair and resupply. Attempt 1278 failed. Destination Finskal Republic Logistics Base 100 meters away. Warning, ammunition depleted, seek resupply. Warning, power levels dangerously low, seek repairs immediately. Keep going. Attempted to contact crew. Staff Sergeant Williams, we appear to have sustained too much damage. To finish our mission, recommend we return to a nearby supply base for repair and resupply. Attempt number 1278 failed. Attempting to contact crew. We're almost home. No response. Destination reached. Warning, ammunition depleted, seek resupply. Warning, power levels dangerous. By the end of it, I could hardly listen anymore. I felt a tentacle wrap around me. The engineer who'd opened the hatch having apparently come back. We sat there, alone, in sadness. This machine and its crew had given everything that they had in the defense of my home. I think we both made a decision at the same time. We spent the next day cleaning the insides of the tank with all the reverence we could muster, working well into the rising and falling of the moon. A few fellow engineers joined us, and together we tried to extract the vehicle's computer core. It was hard work, and it was damaged beyond repair, melted and burned through the exertion of the past days. So we laid it next to what was left of the crew, covered from the elements by simple tarps. It wasn't long before a human battalion rolled through and we finally got some up-to-date news on the front. Apparently, Abby had been part of a major offensive to push the Therullians back to their staging points. An offensive that had seen heavy losses and didn't gain much ground until a few days ago, when they intercepted a report of a single tank disrupting the main Therullian supply lines. While it didn't exactly turn the tide of battle, it did allow the human forces to gain a valuable foothold and liberate a garrison that had been under siege for a week at that point. I couldn't help myself, and I showed a few of their soldiers the black box recording. Once their commander caught wind of this, he demanded to see the bodies. I told him there was not much left of them, but he insisted. Abby's computer core, along with its crew, was given a burial with full military honors. Many of us engineers were present as well. It was a short ceremony, and they were eventually moved to a military graveyard elsewhere on the planet. But the humans had gained our respect, and we held our own ceremony later, a celebration of their deeds. When I asked if they wanted their tank back, the commander looked at it and shook his head. It wasn't worth the effort to scrap it, he told me, and I bristled, about to protest when he suggested that we turn it into a monument. So there it stands, stripped of its human tech with its weapons disabled, its armor crated, melted, and gutted, its active protection systems completely debunked. What little shielding it had was blown out, and parts of the dark grey paint job had been scorched off. But painted when the original markings had mostly been burnt off, we made sure that everyone that passed it would know that it was TEF-48813, known to all of us as Abby. End of story. And that, my friends, concludes this video. I hope that you enjoyed.